Schumann resonance, the heartbeat of the Earth, is in line with the alpha brainwave in our brain. We are designed to vibrate in the same frequencies as Mother Earth. But in the last 100 years, we've been altering this frequency to the extent that's almost similar to the space. Thank you for tuning in. It's always so good to spend time with you. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty bits, I like to go on the top of the mountain. Let's look at the big picture. What is electromagnetic field? If you search for full electromagnetic spectrum, then you will see a range of frequencies on that spectrum, from radio frequencies to microwave to the visible light we see, and X-rays and gamma rays, whole range of it. That's the whole spectrum, but that's not what gets you the surface of Earth. Earth has a magnetic sphere, so that will filter lots of the frequencies out, only let specific spectrum of those frequencies in. Why? Because some of them are harmful to organic life on Earth. What's being filtered in is called native electromagnetic frequencies, or we're going to call it a native EMF. It's good to understand what is the native EMF, so you understand why this is what we need. You can have a better understanding why the non-native EMF is not what we need. What's being filtered through to the Earth, the visible spectrum is really tiny part of the full spectrum, from 250 to 750 nanometers. That includes 49% of the infrared, which is invisible to our naked eyes, 8% of UV light that's also invisible to our naked eyes, and only 43% are visible light. These are the main lights being filtered through to Earth. These are the light or frequencies that we are designed to live under. They are native. They all have a purpose for organic life on this place. Non-native EMF is the frequencies that are not from the native EMF spectrum. Since 1893, when the first light bulb was invented, we're starting to alter this natural native EMF on Earth, that gradually increasing to TVs, appliances, until 1980, when the internet was born. Since then, we have 5 generations of internet and all other smart technologies. That's increasing the non-native EMFs compared to the native one. In the research I was reading, by 2012, was estimated that the field present on Earth is 1 billion times stronger than the natural EMF produced by Mother Earth. What that means is that every time this is increasing, it's downgrading our cells' ability to communicate, function, like divide and program death. This very essential cellular processes is all disrupted. Then our cells can't actually do what they're designed to do at the more optimal state. In the natural EMF field, all of these frequencies will change according to the season, timing, and the location. But with the man-made or non-native EMF, it's always present 24/7 with the high intensity. That creates havoc in our body. It's almost like we're bringing in, similar to the full spectrum EMF that's been filtered out by Mother Earth. We're creating an environment that's close to outside the Earth in space. Now, how bad could that be? I'm going to explain to you with a story about a twin astronaut. Scott Kelly was sent to the space as part of NASA's Year in Space program. He went there for 364 days. But when he came back, he aged so much more than his brother. And he's got many biological problems, weakened bones, muscles, changes in gene expressions, cellular aging, looking much older. He's got cognitive dysfunction, immune dysfunctions, and mitochondrial dysfunctions. He was actually shielded with all the equipment, but that's not enough to shield him from all of these damages. So you can see what our body is facing in the current environment. Just a reference for you to check out and have an appreciation what this non-native EMF is doing to our body. Human beings are designed to be congruent with nature's frequencies. If you heard about Schumann resonance, about 7.83 hertz, that's the heartbeat of the earth. That's in line with the alpha brainwave in our brain. This calm, creative, and relaxation state of a brainwave is also 7.83. We designed to vibrate in the same frequencies as Mother Earth. But in the last 100 years, we've been altering this frequency to the extent that's almost similar to the space before the filtration of Mother Earth. We understand our brain picks up patterns. Since the invention of first light bulb, we can see this patterns of diseases and illnesses has been also progressing. There's correlation between the spending in technology and the increase in chronic diseases and cancer. The good news is there's so many smaller ways to mitigate this. We're going to share with you today small things that you can change to make your environment less harmful. Number one is blue light. Blue light is present in sunlight in the visible spectrum, but always remember, nature is an ecosystem. The blue light was balanced by other frequencies, for example, infrared and UV. But when we strip out the blue light by itself, without the balancing frequencies like infrared, this becomes detrimental to our health. Everything that's surrounded us is made of blue light right now. The lighting, computer screen, the phone. There's ways we can get natural lighting in. Our doors and windows always open. So let that natural light balance some of this harmful blue light. We don't use light at night, but in winter, when it's a really short day, we have red light. But that's not when we started. When we were in other houses, I bought something called a ruby film. It's a beautiful red color film. You cut it out and it's just put on top of the light. It's not as great as the near infrared light, but works. That including the fridge. Another trick is dim your computer screen. There's so many softwares like Iris. You can reduce the blue light with orange and red. It looks like amber when you do that. That's exactly what I see on my computer. Also, I have a blue light blocking glasses if I need it. I don't use it very much because I don't actually use computers and screens after sunset. This it's really cool, looks really fashionable as well. And another thing is microwave. That's probably one of the first few things we checked out. Microwave dehydrate the cells. You know, when you put a piece of steak in there, if you don't put cloth or paper damped with water, will become a shoe later, right? That's going to dehydrate the cells. Another one is the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is microwaves. Our house is Wi-Fi free. We use fiber and everything is hardwired. We use Ethernet cable. It's much faster and it doesn't have all of this radiation. If you can't rewire your house, you can simply turn the Wi-Fi off at night because nighttime is what our body needs rejuvenation the most, and they repair and clear out all of the toxins. You don't want to block that system. So turn it off and make sure you move the Wi-Fi modem away from your bedroom. Leave the sleeping place electronic and Wi-Fi free. Another lighting I wrote down is use candles. So why not? It's a beautiful light. It doesn't disrupt melatonin as much as the modern lighting. Last one I want to share with you is grounding, because when you're working on the computer, there's electricity and field coming through you, especially when you have a Wi-Fi. So you want to be grounded. Let all of this harmful frequencies go down to the earth, right? If your office is on the first level and you have a piece of dirt outside, you can put a steel post. Why steel? Because it's conductive, it will be connected to the earth. And then you put a conductive wire, like a copper wire, and then put it under your feet. Make sure you don't wear shoes. When you connect to that wire, which is connected to the earth, you are automatically grounded. You're letting all of those frequencies going down through you to the earth. So that's something I'd like to share with you today. Let me know which one you'd like to implement in your daily life, and let me know how you feel after using it. I love to hear these stories because that really fuels me in terms of what I do. I love to see these little changes make a big difference in people's health. Thank you very much. Bye.